Some people would do anything for money, even sign a contract with their own blood. Daniel Carter thought it was just a stupid joke. A book, a signature, 24 hours of success. That's all it promised. All he had to do was sign his name in blood. And suddenly, everything changed. Money appeared. His life transformed overnight. The deal actually worked. But at exactly 3 a.m., something started moving inside the walls. Something waiting to collect. Because Daniel didn't read the contract carefully. The deal wasn't for 24 hours. It was forever. Now his name has been added to a list that never ends. And when the time comes, they always return to collect. Final whisper, contract, before you sign in blood. Some people believe that if you ask for something badly enough, the universe will answer. But sometimes, something else answers first. And once it does, there is no way to take it back. Daniel Carter had nothing left. 32 years old, 3 jobs lost in 1 year, bills stacking up like gravestones on his kitchen table. His apartment smelled like cheap coffee and unpaid rent. Every night he stared at the ceiling, wondering how everything had fallen apart so fast. But that night, something strange happened. At exactly 12:14 a.m., Daniel heard a knock on his door. 3 slow knocks, not loud, but deliberate. When he opened the door, no one was there. Just a small wooden box sitting on the floor. No label, no delivery mark. Just his name scratched into the wood. Inside the box, there was only one thing. A book. Old, leather-bound. The cover looked burned, like it had survived a fire. And carved into the front were 2 words. Blood contract. Daniel laughed. He thought it was a prank, some stupid internet joke, until he opened it. The first page contained a message, handwritten, but the ink looked fresh. It said, "Sign your name in blood. For the next 24 hours, everything you desire will become yours. Money, success, power, anything." Daniel stared at the page. He should have closed the book. He should have thrown it away. But desperation makes people do dangerous things. Daniel grabbed a kitchen knife, just a tiny cut, just enough blood to sign. He told himself it was stupid, just a joke, nothing would happen. But when his blood touched the page, the ink moved, like it was alive. His name slowly carved itself into the paper, and the book snapped shut. At first, nothing happened. Then Daniel's phone rang. It was his bank. A mistake had been found in his account. A deposit had been processed. $200,000. 10 minutes later, another call. A company offering him a job. Salary? $100,000 a year. Daniel couldn't believe it. It was real. The contract worked. But at exactly 3 a.m., Daniel heard something. A slow, scratching sound coming from inside the walls, like something was crawling through the house. And then he remembered the contract. 24 hours. After that, the deal would be finished. Or so he thought. The next night, exactly 24 hours later, Daniel opened the book again. He expected the contract to disappear, But instead, new words appeared on the page. Payment due. Daniel frowned. That wasn't part of the deal. Then the page turned by itself, and Daniel saw something that froze his blood. His name was listed in a long column. Thousands of names. Every person who had signed before him. And next to every name, one word. Collected. At that moment, the scratching inside the walls stopped. Silence filled the room. Then, something moved behind him. A tall shadow slowly stretched across the floor. Daniel turned around and saw a figure standing in the corner. Too tall, too thin, and smiling. The creature spoke softly, almost politely. "Thank you for signing." Daniel shook his head. "You said 24 hours. The creature smiled wider. "Yes, you received 24 hours of what your life could have been." Daniel stepped back. "But what about my soul?" The creature leaned closer and whispered one final sentence. "You didn't sell it for 24 hours. You sold it forever." And somewhere in the book, a new word appeared beside Daniel Carter's name. Collected.